I think it's a petrified wood kind of day. So many beautiful rocks. That's a nice thing to find on my way out. Well, the river is up, but there are still rocks in the hills. So here I am outside of Terry, Montana, looking for rocks. Let's see what we can find. Well, here we have the first agate of the day. That's nice. It's not particularly large, but I do think it's kind of cool. It's a pretty little piece of petrified wood. There's a lot of petrified wood in this area. I like the colors in this one. This piece of wood is really agatized. I'm surprised it's so windy here today. The weather thing said it was only going to be like 5-mile-an-hour winds, but I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Here's a piece of coral. Oh, piece of quartzite. Nothing I want to keep. Another piece of petrified wood. The stuff from this area is just really, really silicated. Don't panic. That was just kava coming down the slope. Look at this one shining in the sunshine. I spotted this piece of petrified wood. It's just so dark. This is an awfully interesting piece of rock. You can't really tell from the outside. I'm going to cut it for you, but it looks like it's got all kinds of little webs in it. I can't tell from here if this is agate or agatized wood. I think agatized wood. I mentioned that this area has a great petrified wood, and check this out. Looking at this a little closer, I'm no longer positive that it's petrified wood, but I am positive that it's just kind of awesome. Speaking of wood, I spotted this across the way. I'm wondering if this is another piece. No, nope, I think it's maybe a piece of metamorphic rock. Yep, definitely not worth taking home. Sometimes these are covered, agates are covered with white stuff. Does this have an agate? Let's take a look. Kinda. That's the answer to that. It is definitely chalcedony. Isn't this interesting? It's a piece of porphyry But look at the square in the middle of it. Porphyry is cooled crystals, and there must have been just like really, really slow cooling right at the beginning, making that square crystal. I can't believe how much wood I'm finding today. Well, here's itty bitty agate. Here's an agate. Not a super big one, but it has dendrites in it. I think it's a petrified wood kind of day. It's another glowing agate. Well, chalcedony. Let's take a look and see what this is. Oh, it's nothing. Oh well. I picked this up both on the way here and on the way back, so I guess it's meant to be. Check this out. This is petrified wood, but look at how incredibly silicified it is. That's like a wood agate. One more piece of petrified wood, and then I think we're going to head out to another spot. I should never say just one more, because then of course I'm going to find something else as soon as I step a few feet. This is another piece of gorgeous agatized wood. I think this is something that I've heard called urbanite, which is basically concrete that has been tumbled in the river. I gotta show you this since it's a petrified wood kind of day. I'm here next to a coal seam, and this is a piece of wood that was burned but not quite made into coal and not quite made into petrified wood either. It's just really, really, really old wood. Pretty sure this is an agate. Can't really tell because there's no windows. Nothing to do but cut it. This looks pretty amazing. It's got the agate skin. It looks like maybe it's a waterline, but it also looks like it's got red layers in it. I can't wait to cut this one. I was a little bit surprised to discover that this is another piece of agatized wood, but when I cut it, holy cow. Here's another agate just lying in the dirt. Oh, is that an agate? Yeah, it looks like maybe it's a little too milky. We'll leave that one. This one, on the other hand, I think we can say qualifies as an agate 100%. Look at this piece of wood. It has actually a broken window, so we can kind of zoom in and see what the inside looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is so agatized it's almost red. It's a pretty little agate. Now this is really something. It has agate on top, jasper on the bottom. I'm not even sure what this middle part is. Some kind of mudstone maybe. That's really neat. This is a beautiful plume agate, and you can see, let's see if I can get on the other side here, you can see all the opalization, which is why I picked it up in the first place. But holy moly, look at that pattern. One last agate for the road. That was awfully fun, and that was a nice little stop. I had so much fun. You know, I hate it when the river's high because it's always like I get jonesing for some rock hunting, but fortunately for me, I live in an area where it's possible to go even when the river's high. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed yourself. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.